Hey guys, this is a quick video on how to be able to set up a system that will just collect the money from your selling bins and automatically deposit into your bank terminal. What I mean by this is I don't want to come all the way over to one of my farms, come over here, go to the selling bin, grab some of the money and then wait for that to happen, then come into the terminal, put the money in there, go to the next farm. I want it so it will go into the selling bin, it'll automatically sell this stuff in here, and then it'll take the money and automatically put it in the bank terminal. To accomplish this, we're going to need the cartography table as well as the grindstone. We're going to need access to both these villagers. So what we're going to need for this is 3 compacting drawers. Smart chutes is optional. You could do the advanced hopper upgrade with the barrel. I'm just going to leave that in there just to know it is an option. You're going to need hoppers as well as either basic selling bin or the smart selling bin, but you're going to need the basket. You're going to need a storage controller, controller access point, the linking tool, and the configuration tool, 3 andesite depositors, as well as 3 white cards. How the system works is like this. We got our compacting drawers up top, smart chutes to the bottom, into hoppers, into the depositors. As you can see, I got no money right now, but what I can do is just simulate it, be like, oh, we made, all this, right? I can go in here, throw it all in there. And then what happens is it is just now going inside automatically. The first thing we do is we place down our storage controller. Next, wherever you are, you're just going to place down the andesite depositor, hopper, smart chute, and then the compacting drawer. Once you have that all laid out, you want to get your linking tool. You want to crouch, right click our thing. And depending on however many compacting drawers you do, you're just going to right click. If you accidentally have it wrong, you can look up in the air and right click it. Hit swap to remove, and then you could just remove it from the system. If you look back up in the air and right click again, it'll add. Next, for your compacting drawers, you want to take out your configuration tool, crouch, and then right click them. This way it's locked and it won't ever change. Next, you'll just grab yourself a copper coin and then right click on the bottom. It should become iron, zinc, and copper. Grab your brass, do the same thing, and then grab your iridium, and then it should be all like so. Next, we're going to come to the depositors and we're going to take our white cards and then we're going to just right click all of them and then just go into one of them and then put it in the slots. And then we're going to come over here and we're going to change the code to iron. And then you should be able to see it's saying now price 1 iron. Now you can change this to whatever one you want. I'm just doing iron because when it's depositing from up top, right? Iron is worth 16. So if it doesn't deposit iron, I would have 15 coins or less, right? And the reason why I don't want to do copper is because the hopper is still going to deposit 1 at a time. So where it's going to do, 1 copper, the 16 could finish way faster. So that is the only reason why we're doing it that way. And sadly, the chute does not work right on top of it. It has to be a hopper. So that is the reason why that is there. And then again, we'll just come to this one, place this in here, and then we're going to put it to gold. And now, again, the reason why we're doing the card is the card binds our terminal to the card. So for instance, if I take gold, right, and I just put it in here, we'll just remove these out real quick. You can see 1 gold, go in here, put that gold in there, it gets sucked out. It's there now. And then same thing, yeah, gold, come over here, set it to iridium, put our card in there, and it'll get sucked away. Next, we want to come to our terminal and then grab the iron coin, gold coin, iridium coin, whichever ones that are set to the bottom. And we're just going to put the filter on the chute so that way it's not going to grab, say, copper or zinc. It'll only grab iron. Now then, depending on how well your farm is or how, far along you are in the game, you can either make the smart bin or you can do the basic bin. Now, each one is going to require different things. For instance, the smart bin, you're going to need 7 iridium, 1 basic bin, and a battery. But what this thing does is it will sell it I think every 5 minutes in game, but it will spit it out from this hole. And we'll need a basket, which is 4 bamboo and 3 canvases to catch it. So for instance, it'll spit it out like so, and then it catches it. Right? For the basic shopping bin, it's just a chest and a trap door, but we're going to need a barrel with a basic thing, which only costs 4 copper. As you can see, barrel doesn't have a thing, but the sophisticated one has a filter. And in that filter, we're going to need to get the upgraded hopper upgrade, which is diamond, 2 gold, 2 redstone, and a dropper. To get this guy hopper upgrade, we need hopper, 2 iron, 3 redstone, and an upgrade base. And the upgrade base is 1 gold from the storage smith. Now next, we're going to place down our either our controller access point, or we'll just input it into the storage controller. But this is why a hopper underneath doesn't work, because it will end up taking the stuff inside straight into. So we need that buffer spot in between. Now with the basket one, because since it shoots it from the hole to there, only the basket has to be within the hopper, so it's never going to take the food. So if you do it this way, this is all you got to do, right? Just hopper going into it, and then basket facing into it to catch it from the hole. And that's it. If you're using the basic shopping bins, you're going to need to put that advanced hopper upgrade. You're going to need to go and take one of like the things and change it to mod. And what that's doing is we're only taking the numismatics. So like all these money are numismatics, but anything else is like nothing, right? So it won't break it, hopefully, but then I just have a shoot to make it faster. But you can just do hopper instead. And the same idea works, right? We'll just come over here. If I just took a bunch of random stuff, throw it all in here, it's going into the chest, going in here, going in here. And then you can see it's just constantly getting hit there over and over and over, because that's where it is in the hopper. If we switch it out to that one, same thing now, right? That's the one going. But since it's iridium, right? That's what this one is set to, iridium. It is slowly gonna be taking it down over and over and over. So it's much faster. Let's see, there is some glitches that may happen for you guys, because it did happen for me. For some reason, sometimes this hopper is not gonna work. What you're gonna end up having to do is quite literally just take it out, put it back in, and it should work. Also make sure, your bins are correct. Like it's pulling from the top and it's pushing to the bottom, right? Little things like that. And also, if you do end up using a controller access point, make sure you also add that to the system by, just adding it. Same thing, you'd remove it, add it. Because all this is, it's basically a storage controller, but you can input stuff into it just like you could there. But normally you're not going to have so many inputs on this constantly, right? But this guy you could. Controller access point, just think of it input output. But that's pretty much the video, guys. I would not recommend having this near your base, because it just constantly has like a dinging sound. So that is the sound right there. If you don't want to hear that constantly, make sure you go to options, and it's under blocks. So depending on like how well you like that sound, but hopefully like it is like, far away from you, so you should never really hear it. But since it is depositing it very slowly, one at a time. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It does help me out quite a bit, because again, going all the way to your farms, like so, just to sell everything and having to manually go do it is a pain. And also what's nice is if you do end up buying a bank meter, you can kind of see it on the top left. We're at 720. Now we're at 770. It automatically updates. So you actually know your actual wealth, because it's updating, because it's automatically being placed in the terminal where you don't have to. But with that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know down in the comments if you're going to end up doing some kind of system like this in your world. But with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless and goodbye.